No Jumper is going through it. Have you ever heard of No Jumper? Have you ever heard of Adam22? Have you ever seen this clip?
I don't want to make it out like, oh, you're insecure if you don't let someone else your wife, but...
Ever seen that? I have seen it. I've seen it all. Beyond just what lies in front of us. I've seen even more indecipherable parables and other things involving the Pharaoh's curse. The No Jumper podcast and Adam22’s main vehicle for his media empire was doing very well. However, over the years, it seems like the channel has kind of fallen from grace and things are getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It's now, like the rest of everything else on YouTube, slop 60. Roll the clip.
Boom, boom, boom. Raw stink.
Seems like the No Jumper is finally reaching its end, guys, and by that I mean there's gonna be 4 more of these videos as things continue to happen and get worse. They recently have admitted that they are going broke, which is very sad and not to be made fun of, but that's what we're gonna be doing today. Adam22 and No Jumper's history is a crazy fall from grace into something that is just lame. The fall off it should be studied, genuinely. Oh, my eye. Oh, you don't know this feeling? The No Jumper podcast reached fame by exploring the underground music scene, and I don't mean like mole people or underground cities, I mean like little known artists, I guess. They allowed smaller artists, usually in the SoundCloud game, whatever that is, to have a voice somewhere. However, it would later transform into a YouTube-based podcast in 2015, and they would slowly rise through interviews that would get millions and billions and trillions of views, and these interviews were with famous rappers such as Lil Yachty.
Never thought I'd see the day that I'd be doing a podcast with Coach K sitting next to me eating Chinese food. This is big.
Ain't it lit?
Yeah.
Wait, have we started?
Lil Peep.
I'm just a big fan. He's been fucking with the rope game for a long time, so I gotta hook the homie up. Alfredo'll probably be mad at me. Oh, big kiss. Aw.
And even XXX Tentacion XXX. These videos, once again, amassed quadrillions of views, and they had loyal returning audiences that would continue to come back for more and more and more, and from 2016 to 2017, views for the channel were going from 500K to 1 million view per video. The popularity and influence was soaring, but at a certain point, the direction for the podcast would shift away from just artists and rappers and instead to what Adam22 felt like getting in his pants, OnlyFans models. It seems like it's turned into like a thing now, which is really unfortunate because it was so, I have nothing against things, by the way, just to make that very clear, but like it's a different audience. People who like music and people who like to jack off to women who pretend to message them on the OnlyFans app and pretend to actually be there but aren't, and they have management companies that are basically fleecing thousands and thousands of young, stupid men. It's a very different world, you know, listening to music and then that. Not all of it's like that, just so you know, but a lot of it though, a lot. The real successful ones, yeah, believe me, I know. I have one. I am one of those women wearing a filter. Guess, comment down below which OnlyFans model I actually am. Look up OnlyFans model with autism. You'll find me immediately. Just kidding. The content shift happened around 2021 and into 2022, and Adam was inviting OnlyFans models, creators, adult creators onto his platform, his podcast, to talk about their lives in the adult industry, and my God, it was titillating. Although they were receiving good views at the time, the more loyal audience that he had fostered in the past with the music content, they began to get upset. It went from the rap scene to the OnlyFans scene, with titles like Adam22 gets beat up and thick OnlyFan girl distract the entire office. Yes! That's good content. Adam22 literally went from interviewing XXX Tentacion to talking with Destiny.
Starting with Destiny. Okay.
The most sexual of all of us.
I cannot imagine a further fall from grace, guys. Just kidding, I don't know. I just thought somebody might like that. Oh, somebody just texted me. He also seems to have started using his podcast as a platform to invite people to film adult content with him. So it's like a way for him to collab with more people or something. I don't know. He really seems to like having a lot of sex all the time, it seems like. And he likes to watch it when men have sex with his wife and stuff too, that's definitely, you know, for him to do, for sure. It seemed like Adam22 went from being a respected interviewing genius man to a guy basically funding his addiction to sleep with creators and let his wife take BBCs. and then get mad when his wife enjoys it. That's something he's done. It's like a bad, poorly written comedy show, but it's actually Adam22’s real life.
Damn, you guys match. You ought to leave my house and go with him. You down? And I'll take two more.
It is real. That's his actual real. He lives in hell. He's trapped every day in an Islamic cage that never ends. The community later on would voice how they weren't enjoying his content anymore. That would happen all over Reddit, stating that the channel had fallen off and it wasn't nearly as good as it used to be anymore, which that's pretty common on the internet. You know, things change, stuff doesn't last forever. People make changes and then you can like listen to the changes or not. You can keep doing new stuff or not, but it really seems like this is just kind of a real life fall off, especially with the whole scamming the audience with crypto, leading to that. Like, I don't think this guy wants to be creative and make good stuff. I think he just wants money, and he just doesn't know how to be a creative, good human being. He's just kind of a, you know. It's my impression of him. Just imagine me with tattoos on my face. And then if I had a wife who I like to watch her have sex with men. That's my impression of Adam22. So if the signs weren't clear up until this point, if you're not on Reddit, if you'd never heard of these people, the podcast recently made an announcement that probably wouldn't shock anybody at all, with views down and the most loyal of the audience slowly disappearing. No Jumper would break the bad news.
There's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke.
Adam opens the video by openly stating that No Jumper is going broke, despite getting 25 million views in the last month, which is crazy because that's a lot of views. That's like a lot of money there. There's no way you should be going broke if you get that many views a month. You'd think that'd be enough to survive off of, but somehow Mr. Grand Mason found a way to it up. Something like that. I think he's involved in the Masons, the hedonic order of the third flesh. Moloch. He sacrifices to Moloch, I believe. That's an actual real conspiracy. Some conspiracies are just conspiratorial, some are real. And that one's real. Isn't that right? Luckily, Adam22 gave us a bit of a breakdown as to why his business is doing poorly. During the pandemic, all of Adam's businesses were seeing crazy good numbers. 1s, 2s, 3s, across the board.
We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit.
And Adam, because he's a smart person, anticipated that they would stay that good forever. So he bought and renovated a new office instead of hiring new staff, and then goes into how people lost interest in his interviews and with the star stuff, and he lost other hosts in his network, and it led to a massive decline in views.
We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was gonna continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen.
So yeah, basically just poor business decisions. It seems like you don't have to have a big network of people. Just do your thing, Adam. Keep slinging that. You know what I'm saying? Am I right?
Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars.
So in spite of Adam being in the creator sphere for over a decade, he pulled what may be the most rookie move and put all his eggs in one basket, which is absolute high-level genius stuff. A lot of content creators do put all their eggs in one basket, and that basket is not actually a basket, it's a candle that burns from both ends. And then eventually when it hits the middle, it just stops providing energy and warmth to you and your family. So, and then you have to get a normal job like Philip Seymour Hoffman, or no, he died. He didn't get a normal job. Who am I thinking of? Armie Hammer is who I'm thinking of. Somehow I mixed up Philip Seymour Hoffman, one of the most underrated actors of all time, who unfortunately died of a drug overdose. I mixed him up with Armie Hammer. It's embarrassing. Anyways, I deserve 7 lashings. Give me 7 lashings in the comments down below. Thank you. Unless you're insanely epic famous or super hot and sexy and stay super hot and sexy for your entire life, or continue to iterate and try new things, your views will go down and they will not stay the same. I mean, look at PewDiePie. PewDiePie gets like 1 million, 2, 3, 4 million views a video and has 100 million subscribed or something like that. Not like he's fallen off necessarily, but relatively speaking, he definitely has. Other channels, I mean, there's so many channels that just don't do as well, or when you try new things, you don't do as well. But a lot of people just don't try new things ever, and then they just because new things come into existence and then steal those people's attentions. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video. Flavored air is becoming a leading alternative to vaping and smoking, two habits that are incredibly bad for you, and the flavored air movement is not slowing down. It is a healthier option for the bad habits that many folks battle, and today's sponsor, Fume, longtime sponsor of the channel, is leading the movement to new heights. Round of applause for Fume! There isn't much to it. It's very simple, it's beautiful, there's no nicotine, no burning, no batteries. There are so many flavors to choose from in every single category. There's fruity flavors like sparkling grapefruit, orange vanilla, raspberry lemon. There's also bold and spicy flavors like black licorice and maple pepper, a personal favorite of mine. The entire Fume device is crafted to not only help you break bad habits, it's built for fidgeters and folks like you and folks like me. It snaps and it clicks. You don't need to charge it, you can just grab and go. And you can grab the link in the description and go to tryfume.com/Oompaville or scan this QR code, use code Oompaville at checkout to get a free Fume topper, all right, my friends, when you order a journey pack today. So don't wait to make the change. Then Adam would say that the main No Jumper Instagram was recently taken down, which boo, who, I don't care. That caused him to lose a lot of revenue via ads and sponsorship.
We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now.
I didn't even know you could make money off Instagram. I get 4 million views a month on Instagram and have never made a single cent from it. How's that even work? The No Jumper company is also facing a lawsuit from a former employee that is costing him hundreds of thousands of dollars in what his lawyers are calling an extortion attempt. So I don't know exactly what that means. We've heard that before.
And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt.
So, how is Adam22, genius, visionary content creator, going to fix this issue to continue making revenue online, guys? Well, he's had to lay off all those new employees he hired a few years ago and sell the office and downsize. He also had to shut down his IRL store on Melrose. Oh, I'll never be able to go now and get some pancakes. What do they sell, you think? Shoes? Clothing? Not pancakes? Adam22 pancake sales. No, don't see anything. But this is not the only way that he's going to save his company by shutting everything down, shutting the whole company down. Adam is hoping that you, the viewer, will bail him out. He offers 3 tiers that viewers can choose from to support the channel. There is the free tier.
Obviously, I'm infinitely thankful to anyone who watches our content at all,
where he just wants you to watch the videos, like and comment, and follow their new Instagram account. Then there is the cheap tier.
Cheap. We are really trying to get serious about embracing our members here on YouTube,
which he offers at $5 YouTube membership that gives you access to uncensored videos, exclusive live streams, and chats, which is pretty cool if you're really interested. Then lastly, the final tier, or the generous tier.
Mega premium $100 tier to our memberships that will get your name added to the end of all our videos.
The craziest yet, Adam22 is offering a $100 membership that allows you to send in one of your songs for free, and Adam will give you professional advice. Dude, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a song called Adam22 Can Suck My Long Penis, and I'm gonna see if he can give me some professional advice on it. This isn't like a Patreon or any, this is the last straw. He announced this in a video titled No Jumper is Going Broke. Not like in a, let's try something new, guys. It's like, we're really desperate, help! I'm gonna try that next. Oompaville is going broke. And then you can subscribe to the Gump Club or buy some candy. I have an actual business. Did you guys know that? Sour.gg. The lighting's pretty good from this angle. Smooth. Looks good. We have a sour mango, strawberry. We have a shit ton of rainbow that's for sale. We make sour licorice, and it doesn't have licorice root in it. It's sour strips, like the classic sour strips. It's like a normal candy. Go to sour.gg. It seemed like a lot of people's reactions to the video were critical, showing no sympathy for Adam's situation. I mean, he lives that like rich man LA life. There's even a theory that states that Adam was working for the feds and his funding was recently cut, which I don't know, Mossad maybe. Sure, people would say that. Can I say that legally? Can I say that the No Jumper podcast was funded by Mossad? It makes sense that nobody trusts this guy or supports him. He's been involved in so many controversies. He's just a total douchebag. He's a massive piece of shit. The rug pull, as of late, in my opinion, is absolutely the worst. Before that, he's just kind of a joke, but there is new information. That is, he's going broke. It makes more sense as to why he rug pulled everyone a couple weeks ago, months ago, however long it's been, I forget. This whole thing reframes our recent events. A couple months ago, Adam faced a level of controversy that we covered when he followed the trend set by Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, First Lady Melania Trump, and also the Hawk Tuah girl, which was promoting and posting a meme coin that would end up to just be a rug pull and scam people. He announced that and later deleted that he was joining the crypto world's biggest meme coin on Solana, which is just a way to say, I'm desperate, I need money, you all, I hate you guys, you all can suck my long, crooked to the left penis. That's a translation, a direct Holy Relic translation. Holy Relic is like Google Glass, but instead of translating Chinese to English, it translates dumbass to smart guy. Coffeezilla even warned him how ignorant it was and that it was going to be a disaster, and people were positioned obviously to snipe the coin. Adam doesn't give a f. He doesn't care about his audience, doesn't care about anybody, he just wants money. He told Coffee he just got paid to do the tweet, and he guesses that his fans will do nothing in regard to, you know, putting money in on it because they don't know anything about crypto, so it's just easy money, easy bag. Classic rationalization, classic justification, classic you will be mummified by the end of the month. All right, Adam22. It's not a threat, I'm predicting it. I'm gonna start predicting things. Prophecies. I have too many aliens. What's wrong with me? I have a hyperfixation for real. Dude, what is up with that? There's just no other cool little artifacts and relics you can get. Look at this little guy. Oh yeah. No, he should probably. Yeah, he's long dick style here, this guy. Hold on. I don't even need it. I'm so stupid. I'm an adult. I'm an adult man. I'm so stupid. I really apologize. Gotta regain my composure. Sorry about that, guys. Believe it or not, the coin absolutely plummeted, as they all do when propped up by social media dumbasses and jokers. And after it dumped, he deleted all of his posts, obviously, because he's now a wanted criminal, wanted by the SEC. And now looking back on it, judging by the most recent video that they posted where he's like, I'm going broke, help! That was just a deliberate scam. It was a cash grab. It was a total scam. He just needed a payday. He took cash offered by scammers, became a scammer himself, and squeezed his viewers. But hey guys, at least after the fact, he tweeted to say he wasn't happy with how it went and asked for advice for his next meme coin. What a good guy. It was inevitable. This is a foregone conclusion for Adam22. No one can trust him. No one can take him at his word. He promoted a rug pull after telling Coffee he'd never take a deal, appreciating the damage they could do after watching Coffee's content.
Adam22 said, yeah, made me so glad I never took any deals. People were trying to send me to promote random coins. Although once I watched your video and saw them making 200K for it and kind of regretted it. Haha. That, ladies and gentlemen, that haha is foreshadowing.
Good riddance, I say. Good riddance. Money's not forever. Family is. Or whatever Vin Diesel says in Final Fantasy. Yeah, it is funny seeing how he and Coffee interacted years ago and how it seemed like, oh, you're such a good guy, and then he just does it. He warned him before. The dude is a total piece of shit. He also promoted that coin. He didn't even know the name of it. He thought it would just be fine. I have no idea who this guy is. It's just the dumbest shit I've ever heard or seen in my entire life.
I didn't realize it was going to be labeled the cuck token.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. So you signed up for something called cuck token and didn't realize this?
I didn't know that it was a cuck token. I thought it was just a token. I didn't know what the name of it was going to be. I feel like the guy who created it maybe kind of got one over on me right there by naming it the cuck token. I'm okay with that. That's not the worst thing in the world.
This was an inevitable conclusion, foregone for Adam22. Nobody can trust him or take him at his word. He promoted a rug after formerly telling Coffee he'd never take the deal and appreciated that, you know, he was letting him know the damage that it could do, and he liked watching Coffee's content. Then he did it and somehow said that he was the one who was scammed, which is the most stupidest part of the whole thing.
I guess I didn't process initially that it was going to be perceived as like me starting a crypto token.
Look at the comments. The lack of accountability is crazy. Bro's legit like a child. Then he insults your intelligence by acting stupid. Dude is a menace. What a massive piece of shit. Not a single positive comment on that. That is just wild. Imagine destroying your reputation so much. Just taking your reputation and just fucking taking the aliens and just making them or whatever with your reputation though, but instead of the aliens from Etsy. The lack of accountability. He is like a gigantic child. He was the one who promoted a coin. He didn't even know the name of it and just thought it was fine. It would just be fine. He's a total idiot and deserves no sympathy. Don't subscribe to his shit. It's terrible. In his announcement tweet that he tweeted, it literally says, I'm about to launch the biggest meme coin on Solana, not I'm partnering with, or whatever the it's not semantic. It is black and white, cut and dry. I am going to scam you. I am Adam22. Here is my ID. I am going to scam you. And meanwhile, in the background, his wife's getting railed. I saw the video. I saw it. He posted it. I swear to God, it was real. Real video. I swear to God, it was real. Holy it was crazy too. It was wild. Very entertaining content, especially now that we know that he was going broke and it was a move of desperation. I'm keeping an eye on what could be the biggest meme coin on Solana is all that he had to say, and he'd been fine. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, so the fall off is immaculate. It is really wild. He's got the greatest wife at home, being the she's the hometown. She's the old country buffet. All right, I don't know exactly what that means, but it's true. He's just reducing his overhead and then launching like a subscription tier, which is nothing special, but he's also a scammer and a massive piece of shit. So of course his content's doing bad. A, nobody can trust him. He doesn't take accountability for any of the stupid shit that he's done. There's a whole fucking laundry list of it. And when you go on his channel, it's like, who is he interviewing? 4 Extra? Big Wonder Trump? Who are these people? No offense to these guys, but it's just like, man, dude, have the Island Boys back on or something fun. Jesus. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, press the like button down below. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to shut my business down soon. I'm gonna lay everybody off, and then I'm gonna start, I don't wanna do that bit anymore. I don't wanna do that bit anymore. That's not a fun bit. I was about to start talking about my wife. I'm not gonna do that. I would first kill myself, to be honest. I'm gonna release a video. Instead of me begging for money, I will never go that low, by the way. You're gonna see a video and it's just gonna be my feet swinging. It's just gonna be right here, my feet swinging. Before you'd ever see anything like that, I promise, on job. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video.